G'day, and welcome to ComicsMATE, your mates in comics from the land down under. I'm Dean James, and today we're going to be talking about the brand new Batman animated series, Batman Caped Crusader, coming soon to Amazon Prime. For those of you who don't know, Batman Caped Crusader was announced back in 2021, and is already causing a stir among fans and critics alike. Unlike its predecessor, Batman the Animated Series, this upcoming DC TV show promises to offer a fresh take on the Batman saga. Notably, the series aims to be more intense and potentially more violent, while still remaining accessible to a younger audience. Co-created by Bruce Timm, the mastermind behind Batman the Animated Series, Caped Crusader is poised to be a spiritual successor to the acclaimed 90s series. However, it has been made clear that the new series will not be directly tied to the DC animated universe. Instead, it will chart its own unique course. Ed Brubaker, the head writer for the first season, revealed that the series would not shy away from graphic violence. This is a stark contrast to Batman the Animated Series, which faced content restrictions due to its airing on children's networks. And now we have some news regarding that new series, so let's jump right into it. Alright, from CBR, Batman Caped Crusader will be much darker than original animated series. Batman Caped Crusader is poised to feature a more violent and noir tone than its predecessors in the Batman the Animated Series universe. The upcoming Prime Video animated series Batman Caped Crusader has received a new update from writer and executive producer Ed Brubaker. Speaking in an interview on YouTube with Comic Book Club, Brubaker revealed several new details on the upcoming animated series, describing it as having a more focused noir tone with more visual violence than previous animated Batman shows. I don't know about you guys, but I like the idea of a more darker noir style Batman series. In my mind, that style of writing for Batman stories is the Batman at his best. Stories like The Killing Joke, The Court of Owls, and Mark Silvestri's Batman Joker Deadly Duo, my personal choice for best comic of 2023, have always stood far above the more world-ending type stories that Batman sometimes finds himself caught up in. He is the world's greatest detective after all. Brubaker states that the animation in the series reflects Bruce Timm's initial vision for Batman the Animated Series, a vision he couldn't execute due to studio executives' restrictions on heightened violence. Brubaker anticipates a divided fan response, with many loving it and others being shocked by certain elements. I'll warn you guys, it's definitely a lot different than Batman the Animated Series, Brubaker said. It's very much a reconception of starting over. It's not PG-13, but it's definitely a lot different. It's sort of like the show Bruce Timm always wanted to make, but they wouldn't let him make. There's a lot more, people actually getting punched on camera, and I don't want to spoil it for you guys, but it's everyone will kill me if I say it. But it's kind of noir. It's definitely a different take that I hope people will love, but I think people will also be shocked by some things. I'm all for a darker take on Batman in an animated series. I have no problem with some heightened violence in my cartoons, and I certainly don't mind being shocked by my entertainment. The idea of it being different than Batman the Animated Series doesn't worry me at all, as long as they don't stray too far from the character of Batman or let Bruce Timm do something weird with Batgirl like he's tried a few times to do in recent years. I'm sure you've heard of the Batgirl cheating on Dick Grayson and carrying Bruce's child stuff before. Let's hope that's not what he's talking about when he says shocked. Brubaker went on to reveal other key details, such as Season 1's second episode being penned by Greg Rucka, showcasing the introduction of Gotham City's cop, Renee Montoya, and additionally, an episode of the series has been written by Haley Gross, known for her work on The Last of Us and Westworld. I don't really care about Renee Montoya, especially not since they retconned her into a lesbian a few years back. If we are going to focus on any of the police in Gotham, I'd rather we get to see Bullock or Gordon. Either way, I'm hoping they don't focus on that too much at all. Show us Batman beating up thugs and the supervillains of his rogues gallery. Brubaker shared that he had seen the first cuts of the episodes of the series, and further described the writing team's desire to create a PG-13 rated show, but later only succeeding in getting a PG rating. But unfortunately, Ed Brubaker has confirmed that he won't return for Season 2. Other executive producers attached to the show include a superstar collaboration of the Batman director Matt Reeves, Star Trek and Star Wars director J.J. Abrams, and Batman the Animated Series director Bruce Timm. Batman Caped Crusader was first announced in 2021, and then picked up for 2 seasons by Prime Video in late 2023, after Warner Bros. Discovery scrapped the show in August due to cost-cutting measures by CEO David Zaslav. Considering David Zaslav's entire thing has been to remove all the woke bullshit from Warner Bros. And focus on better stories from their products, I have to admit this show not being put on their own streaming platform HBO Max does make me a little worried about the actual quality of the show. But I'm still excited to see where this is going. I mean, come on, it's Batman. They couldn't possibly screw this up, right? The show's relocation is part of a broader initiative by DC studio heads James Gunn and Peter Safran, brought in by Warner Bros. Discovery CEO David Zaslav in 2022. Their goal is to streamline DC properties by implementing a 10-year plan that unifies storytelling across film, TV, gaming, and animation, while specific projects like The Batman Part 2 by Reeves, the HBO Max series The Penguin, and externally distributed content like Caped Crusader will operate independently outside this strategic framework. We are beyond excited to be working together to bring this character back, and to tell engrossing new stories in Gotham Gotham City. Abrams and Reeves said in a joint statement when Caped Crusader was first announced, "The series will be thrilling, cinematic, and evocative of Batman's noir roots, while driving deeper into the psychology of these iconic characters. We cannot wait to share this new world." Characters like Two-Face, the Riddler, and of course the Joker are some of the ones I'm most excited to see again. I know that's just promo newspeak, but the idea of diving into the psychology of the iconic characters of Batman's world sounds exactly like something we would want. After all, Batman's rogues gallery are all extremely interesting when done correctly, particularly because of their psychological problems. Alright, that's all I have for you today. What do you think? Are you excited about a new Batman animated series? Who are you hoping to see show up in Batman Caped Crusader? Let me know down in the comments and I'll be there liking, responding to comments, all of that. This has been fun. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe. My name's Dean James, your mate in comics from the land down under, and I'll see you again tomorrow.